So I'm making a hair clip out of this flower. Oh, yeah, that's the front. I knew that. So I'm making a hair clip, and I know a lot of DIYs suggest using one clip, and I actually have two here because I have really thick hair, and I do a lot of random hairstyling, so it's easier for me, specifically for having not really long hair, but like decently long hair, and then having really thick hair. So I always use two, and all I use is my item, and I bought this at Michael's like 2.5 years ago, and I bought it for a French project, and I never ended up using it. Sacre bleu! No, I'm kidding. So basically what I do when I make hair clips, because I do it, who knew? There are two different ways I've done it, and the way I'm doing it right now is easier, but depending on the item you're gluing to your clip, you may or may not want to use the other one. So what I do is I take my flower, I make sure it's completely cleared off on the back, so none of the leaves are left, and I mean, if you want to do that, it's a little harder. And I don't really want to get into detail about that because my hot glue is leaking. And I don't have a desk that I can use hot glue on, so I'm on the floor. But yeah, so the back, and then I decide because they all have better angles, so I like it like that. You can't see that, like that. So that way. So, because the center is slightly off center. And that's just because I had to take out all the things that hold it together. So what I do is there's more of a solid area on the center, right there. And that's just holding what's being held together. So I put it on the very edge of that center area, like that. And then I put the other one on, surprisingly, the other side. So that's how I do it. I'm not going to do step by step because I don't have a camera I can really move around, and I don't want to spill hot glue on myself. I've done that, and I have plenty of scars to prove it. But yeah, so that's basically what I do. I just put hot glue from the very tip to the hinge that's right there. So that leaves not that much space. And then I don't put it on the end of the clip just because I know I have to go in and clip. So I don't put it there. And it stays pretty well, especially if you use like hot glue, or if you use fabric glue. Works really well for things like this and other fabrics. So yeah, I definitely suggest trying this. And I do this just because I don't like being normal. I don't want to say that, but I don't like going out and having the same thing everyone has. So I'll buy other random things and I'll make stuff myself that looks similar, but it's just slightly different, so it's not like everyone else's. But yeah, this feels like a real flower, so that's why I'm using this one. But anyway, you guys, I hope you enjoyed that kind of DIY. It's not step by step, I'm sorry. But it's so simple that if you need a step by step, I can always do a step by step for this. And also I'll do a step by step for kind of more complicated ones. Like this is just flat base flower. Like if you have like bigger roses or something, that's a lot more complicated. But yeah, so that was my DIY, sort of. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. Like, subscribe, share it. That's cool. I like sharing. Sharing is caring. And my hot glue is about to burn through my cardboard, so I kind of have to go. But I love you guys. Thank you. And then, yeah, I already said that stuff, but I hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, share. Lots of love to you all. Love bubbles for everyone. And And yeah, so thanks for watching, guys.